Hello, YouTube. How are I set this thing up in such a way that I can still reach what I'm working on? As you see, I'm right here. I'm in the kitchen because everybody should spend time in the kitchen. What is the joke? A woman's place is in the kitchen. A man's place is in the kitchen. The kid's place is in the kitchen. Everybody's place is in the kitchen because that's where all the good stuff is. Food. All right, guys. So it's my turn to do some dishes. My wife. Hey, what's up, newbie? So my wife is off running some errands with the kids, and I said, you know what? Get out of here. Catfish, good to see you, and congrats. I saw the good news on our Discord channel, on our Discord server, and I'm super proud of you, man. Hey, guys, give Catfish all the likes. Catfish has some great news, and he shared it with the Mind Your Biz community on our Discord server, and it has to do with crypto and keeping crypto mining profitable in his life, being able to do what he loves, being able to do what he's good at. And he credited our community, members of our community, with helping out. And I'm super proud of that accomplishment that we did together, guys. We did that together. But special thanks, as Catfish mentioned in our Discord server, special thanks goes to Meep. So Meep, thank you if you're watching, or if you guys know who Meep is on Discord, then give Meep something nice. And yeah, definitely give him some props there. Overhead lighting, it does a little reveal, does a little number on that male pattern baldness. Might not be able to get away with this comb over much longer, guys. Might have to start bicking it. I don't look terrible with my head shaved, by the way. I've done it before, so I might have to go back to that. Yeah, Dave, right? That's the thing. Dave knows, and I've met Dave and his lovely wife, and their baby that's on the way. Dave knows, happy wife, happy life. So the wife is out she's out running some errands. I mean, she's not slacking off. None of us slack off in this home. That's the thing, right? So, hey, and who's this? Loot Patient. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. So guys, I've already got this stuff rinsed. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about crypto markets. Is there still Ethereum flavored blood in the streets? Why, yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, there is. Is it at the very bottom? Man, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to, again, understand Fibonacci retracements and know exactly where things have to regress to before they'll pop back up. Who knows? Not me. That's what I'm saying. But what I do know is prices are still fairly low. And if I were trying to get an Ethereum bounty for something, like, I don't know, like consulting or freelance, if you're in a situation where a client is offering to pay you Ethereum, not a bad time to make that happen. Hey, Phantom, I see you. Let me speak the devil and she will appear. That is my wife asking me. She's calling in right now, and I've got to send her a text message because I can't chat. We'll get back to it in a minute. But guys, I want to talk to you about that really briefly. There are a couple things that are up that I'm notably impressed by. And hey, I got some comments asking about the Baby Bones case, and I appreciate that. Let me address that directly. Because you guys, I'm right here, so why don't we just talk about this? Guys, first off, you saw me go live yesterday and mention that Baby Bones at the case is available on shop.mineyour.biz and that we are putting in a larger bulk order this week. By that, I mean several dozen. So it's easier for us. I'll kind of without totally peeling back the curtain, right? Let me talk a little bit about what happens behind the scenes when you're doing anything retail or when you're doing anything, even wholesale, right? You have to... when you're dealing with some of the factories directly, you have to gather what's called MOQ, a minimum order quantity. And depending on who you work with, that minimum order quantity could be anything from 5 to 500 to 5,000 units. Right? Generally speaking, if you've ever had to shop on Alibaba, for example, then this will sound familiar. But on Alibaba, you're going to have all untried and untested providers that maybe you're just getting used to, you're just learning about. In our case, we have established relationships, so we're not taking risks on companies that we've never done business with. Not for Baby Bones. This is already solidly sourced. We've had many units come through successfully. But with MOQ, you've got to figure out, depending on who the provider is, they'll say, look, we really need you to order a minimum of 2 or 5 or 10 or whatever. And generally speaking, even when there isn't a minimum order quantity, there's usually a quantity that's kind of a good idea to order so that you know you're getting the best possible price. Hey, Dave, I appreciate that. And I'm probably going to take you up on that a couple of items very soon. Soon, TM. Oh gosh, I can't say that. We can't say that, right? It's like, I can't say soon anymore in this community because of that. But with this particular item, guys, we're very comfortable with the relationship that we already have in place. And so these are sourced, but this is a good time to get baby bones because we're already doing a slightly larger order. It decreases the cost of shipping on the entire bulk purchase. And then, you know, it's just when we're taken care of, it's easier to take care of everybody else. But obviously, for us, the top priority is taking care of you, which is why I bring it up. Not to create a FOMO buy or to introduce FUD about like, oh, there's all these new products coming out, so you got to get these quick. Oh, everything must go. We're liquidating all of our warehouse inventory. Like, I'm not going to slap the roof of baby bones and try to do the hard close right now. That's what I'm saying. However, it really isn't a bad time to buy because we are doing a larger bulk order. So, if you've been thinking about like, man, I really want a riserless case just to do blockchain with, not to do anything else because it's not super high PCIe bandwidth on these systems, but it's great for blockchain. And so the price reflects that, guys. You're not going to get gouged on this thing. Then if you've been thinking about it, now's probably one of the best possible times to get it. Because as we move closer to other kind of compute bounties, and guys, heads up or kudos if you know what that reference is from. ... Anyone? This game is so essy. All you do is hit the space bar. That's it. So I saw somebody mentioning something, guys. In just a second, I'm going to jump back into the comments. I don't want to go, like, putting my grody fingers all over it. Oh, got it. Okay, so I did see a question there that popped up asking about card compatibility. Now, it really depends on the OS that you're using. As you know, Vega and Linux, it is still a work in progress. Some people are getting Vega to work with Linux without too much difficulty, and then mostly people are mining with Vega on Windows. Baby Bones works just fine with Windows, and if you guys want, when I go into the office, I won't be able to show a demo of this until Thursday, when I'm back in town. Guys, there's a reason that I'm only doing the Friday live stream now with our cryptocurrency, and it's because my life is basically going crazy. Since the move, like, I can't tell you where I'm going to be within the next 48 hours, but I can tell you that I won't be here. I won't be at home. So yeah, I'm not going to be super accessible in the next little while. But to answer that question, I can show you a video of Windows running just fine on Baby Bones. Quad-core 64-bit processor, 4 gigs RAM. Windows runs perfectly well on Baby Bones, just fine. And it has a 64 gig SSD that it comes with, so that's enough to run Windows. And if you really need, as you know, with Windows, to create 20 gigs of virtual memory, so that way you don't have a problem mining Ethereum, if that's what you want to do, no problem. You've got plenty of room. That's exactly what I've got running right now, the configuration that I have running right now. Ooh, Catfish is asking about future GPU group buys. So you're talking about like RTX and Vega 20, right? That's a great question. And the right question, I might add. So, as far as that goes, I'll put it this way. I haven't gotten, the last time I asked, I haven't gotten word back from any source that I would use. I haven't gotten word back that RTX is available for a group buy yet. I haven't gotten MOQ numbers, for example. When it comes to GPU group buys, the last number that I got from one of the sources, they told us that they had a minimum order quantity of 3,000 units. So it was a non-trivial number, right? In terms of like, hey, which single buyer wants to get 3,000 RTX cards? Man, I don't know, right? Like, not everybody's gonna need 3,000 RTX cards. Some people only need a couple hundred. I mean, even for a large scale mine, some people only need a couple hundred to be able to get to what they need, right? Or to be able to complement their current setup. And so yeah, asking for a single buyer to get 3,000, unless they're just getting started with their operation, it might not be the right time to get that quantity, you know? So I hope that answers your question. I would guess that group buys for brand new cards are going to be in that vicinity, unless you can front the cash for a large group buy and then keep it in inventory. Yeah, no, and I hear you, Catfish. It does make sense. Haha, Dave, I appreciate you asking when I'm coming out to Ohio. Got buddies in Akron that always want me to come out for promotional stuff, but that's separate. It's got nothing to do with crypto. So, because guys, you might not know if you're not from Ohio, but dude, the rap scene in Ohio it's something else. Like, it is really something else. It's unexpected to people who grew up on the coasts, where there's sort of this idea that a lot of rap music has been that it originated and was being innovated on. But man, Ohio's got some pretty legit characters. Myron, how's it going, guys? Hey, just so you know, Myron made the first comment just now. Appreciate you, Myron. Because we were wondering when somebody would be first. But we're talking about a little bit about crypto prices for mining. We're talking a little bit about crypto hardware. And I'm dealing with the hardware that we deal with every single day. Guys and gals, let's be honest. Which technology has been most revolutionary in our lives? Probably indoor plumbing. If we're being perfectly straightforward, the internet is great and all, and blockchain is wonderful, but without indoor plumbing, our lives would absolutely be terrible. Just saying. All right, so I think I'm almost done here. That's the thing, man. Yeah. Seth's life hacks. That's, tips and tricks to a happy life. Just get chores done while you're talking to your friends. And then it's like not even work. So yeah, guys, baby bones. I saw some other questions about baby bones. Let me get to those really fast because I am nearing a logical stopping point here. But with baby bones, guys, I called it out yesterday because it really is a great test. It really is a great machine for blockchain only. Again, you're not going to be able to get any kind of bandwidth, the required bandwidth for any other kind of compute that you do with GPU. It is not an HPC machine, not by a long shot, but it's great for blockchain. It's really inexpensive and great for blockchain. So it fits the bill, right, in terms of what we normally look for in mining, where your CapEx is low and your ROA is high. Oh, somebody's saying that it looks like Ethereum has capitulated. Should we be bottom fishing? Ooh, man, that's the big question, right? So I started this live stream off, guys, by saying that it looks like there's still blood in the streets. And like, I don't know, are we at the literal bottom? Man, who can know? All I'm going to say is that I can't know for sure. I don't have the TA skills like that. I just don't have it like that. Yeah, and Luke Patient, like you're saying, I'm not comfortable even making commentary like that. You will notice, guys, in my live streams and in my media that I don't call out like, sweet, we're at the bottom, or look, we've risen to the top. Like, that's a fool's errand. Let's just be honest. Anybody that feels like they can make those calls, they better really know what they're talking about, or they're just in it for the clicks. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Is it clear, like, yet that I'm a person that has a conscience, that I'm not really comfortable going on camera and like flat out lying to people about what market conditions are for the sake of just getting clicks? I can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, Loot Patient, I'm with you. We need to just be aware, right? We're in a really good position to be very aware and to just pay close attention to price action on Ethereum. But are we at the bottom? Man, who knows? Alrighty, guys. Well, shoot. First world dude problems, right? I like try to put the washing machine tray away, and I like almost broke the rack. Whatever. Yes, I work out. That was a humble brag. All right, so yeah, guys, dishes done. Easy peasy. So let's talk a little more. Let's chat a little more about what's happening right now. Oh, and this is nice. The neighbors brought a little zucchini bread or whatever. Welcome to the neighborhood. Hey, boss.
Hi, Dad.
So. Yeah, Dave, I don't know. I don't think you can afford me to do your dishes. And catfish, yeah, a lot of people are turning off their rigs. Like, you know that we had a chat about that over in the Mind Your Biz server. TTM is asking, did I just wash the pots to put them in a dishwasher? No, I didn't. No, the pots always get washed by hand. But what I did do was I applied a little bit of soap to a piece of Tupperware that was particularly greasy. So it needed an emulsifier to be able to break up any of the grease that's on the layer there, that top layer there. Otherwise, that patina of oil would coat everything inside of the dishwasher. Come on, guys. This is basic engineering, right? What is dishwashing? It's basic engineering. That's all it is. So, but I appreciate you asking. Yeah, there's the massive schedule. All right. Jeremy P says, read those tea leaves. My crystal ball says price will either go up or down with nearly 100% certainty. You got a great point. I should just read some tea leaves. Man, all these great ideas. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to brew some of this. Also, by the way, gunpowder green. It's the way to go. If you're not drinking gunpowder green, you're doing it wrong. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, we'll read some tea leaves next time, guys. So yeah, as far as doing dishes, Dave, all I'm going to say is if you need me to fly all the way out to Ohio to get you to do the dishes in front of your wife, I can do that. That would probably, honestly, if you flew me out to Ohio to do that, your life would be better than if you flew me out to just do your stuff. So yeah, Loot Patient, I wish that P104 was on What to Mine also, but it's not. It's not. It's only on my calc spreadsheet. So you've got some good benchmarks there. Jeremy P asks the best question ever. How is Snaky? You guys want to see Snaky? If you want to see Snaky, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Snaky's right over here. Snaky gets a window seat. So Loot Patient, that's on mineyour.biz. And then going under, it's under navigation for GPU charts. So it's there. Alrighty, guys, I'm seeing some likes come in. We got to see more likes. There are 19 people watching. Got to see more likes if you want to see Snaky. Snaky's right over here. By the way, that fixture, that light fixture, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm just going to say, it kind of is. Alrighty. All right, we're flipping. Thanks, guys, for hitting those like buttons. Thanks for being subscribed. Let me flip that camera around. Wait, what's that? It's a little tail. It's Snaky, and he was like, ah, he's eating me, I'm being eaten alive, and he ran away. So Snaky and mealworms, not the right prey. They're not the right feed. So what we got instead, some lights going in here. What we got instead for Snaky was we got some night crawlers. Yeah, just some simple worms, night crawlers, anything you can find out in the ground here, right? So thanks Jeremy P. Thanks for hitting that like button for Snaky. But we got some night crawlers and then some slugs. Actually, slugs are higher in calcium and a little bit more nutritious, a little more nutritive for a garden snake like Snaky. And guys, Snaky is just a typical garden variety garden snake. But we took pity on him because we found him in the water feature back there, which I haven't shown you. I'll show you the goldfish another time. But we got some goldfish in a little pond over there. Yeah, got some goldfish in a little pond over there, and that's what Snaky was trying to eat when we found him. But he had been interfered with, right? He had been attacked by some other animal, I think a larger snake that my sons actually saw slithering away from the scene of the crime. And goldfish are a really good fit for garden snakes like Snaky. So goldfish, slugs, night crawlers, or baby night crawlers especially. They're really smaller prey. But outside of that prey list right there, stuff just kind of gets a little bit tricky for a garden snake like Snaky to eat. So mealworms, they are actually pretty fiercely aggressive. We put a cricket and put a cricket and a mealworm in the cage with Snaky to say, like, hey, look, here's some prey items. You might be interested in eating these. Ibrahim, here, you want a response? Here's the response. Stop shilling. There you go. So Snaky saw both the cricket and then the mealworm. And basically the mealworm ate the cricket before Snaky could. The mealworm ate that cricket. And we were like, oh, wow. We saw the dead cricket. And we were like, oh, my gosh, Snaky probably ate him. And then we were like, oh, wait, no. What just happened here? The mealworm ate him. Mealworms are actually kind of fierce. It gobbled that cricket, like, face first. It was like, rah, like, ate his face up and, like, ate his whole body. Just left his legs. And then Snaky was like, get me away from him. And kind of kept getting picked at. And we were like, we got to do a little more research on what to feed this little guy. So, yep, night crawlers and slugs, baby slugs. Rod, you're right, man. You're right. So, it is survival of the fittest. Surely. But guys, let's talk a little bit about the crypto market right now. People are in our Discord server. So, Ibrahim, where did I buy this beard from? I don't know. I think your mom was selling yours or something. Whatever. Really? We're going to keep doing this? Yeah, so, yeah, guys, we've got, this is an easy fix. It is quite easy. We've got a couple people who are moderators in the comments section. You guys know what to do. Bye, Ibrahim. But guys, as far as the crypto markets, we've got people who are in the Mind Your Biz Discord server who are interested in Bit2. We've got people who are interested in a couple of other coins that they're mining, and they're mining profitably. Actually mining more profitably than Ethereum. So there's kind of not really a good reason to be mining Ethereum at the moment if you're worried about not staying profitable. There are other coins that have, maybe shown some promise because of recent proof of work algo changes. That's cool. You can mine those if you want to, but profitability is actually quite low. Kind of doesn't make sense to mine those either. And then there are coins that you can mine that are somewhat profitable, but then will allow you to mine the collateral necessary for a master node or a service node. And you guys have heard me talking about that a lot recently as a potential strategy that you can use to get past the slump, right? Or right now to make sure that whatever you're mining, if you're going to mine for a long-term hold, at least makes sense by way of being a little bit more profitable. Again, not advice, not financial, not business, not legal advice. However, is it what I'm doing? Well, yeah, I am. I'm mining coins that I can flip into collateral for master nodes and service nodes. So, and personally, guys, I have upgraded any service nodes that I have. I've upgraded any master nodes that I have. Any coins that I have that are staking coins, I'm staking more. Basically, I'm trying to flip the switch on as many cold block production protocols as possible with the smallest amount of operational expense. What does that mean? That means that instead of running all of my, instead of having to run all my rigs at full capacity, that I can do block production with collateral that I already have for pennies on the dollar. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. The rest is up for you to do your own research. So I know it's a bit of a tease. I know it is. But here's the thing. Certainly when you go around asking for free advice and you're insulting, you're not going to get much advice. But if you want to have a better discussion, guys, join us over in the Mind Your Biz Discord server. A ton of people there who are sharing all kinds of really good projects that you can mine and all kinds of really great optimizations you can do for your rig. So don't take my word for it. The community's smarter than I am, which is why we have the Mind Your Biz community, guys. Check us out over on Discord. Thank you for being subscribed on Twitch. Maybe going live a little later on today. Loot Patient, great suggestion. Loot Patient has a Zen secure node. A lot of people love the Zen secure node. What is it, 42 Zen? Is all the collateral you need for the secure node? Master node, I think, is 500. I've been corrected before. And then Lux master node. So these are consistent ROI master nodes based on masternodes online and masternodes.pro. So consistent ROI in some of those master nodes. Now, do I think that master nodes should replace your mining rigs? No, not at all. Not at all. And Roderick, I'm not at a workstation. I don't have masternodes.pro or masternodes.online. Loot Patient, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's been an increasing struggle Been an increasing struggle lately for me to be able to go live, just because of how the schedule's going crazy. Guys, I can't name names. I can't even talk about it yet. It's just too early. I can't even talk about it, but I'm going to be traveling in the next couple of days, and I can't wait to check in with you after I get back. But all kinds of stuff happening, and I wish I could talk more about it, but I will say that, yeah, it has been a struggle. Myron, hit me up on Discord. You know I'll always, yeah, Myron, you know I'll always return your messages. So guys, here's the other thing. I know it sounds messed up, but we're at this phase of the Mind Your Biz community where it is like, it's not the whole like no new friends thing. I'm not gonna pretend like, you know, like the channel is all that big, or, you know, or like I'm like a rock star or whatever. That's not the case. There's no room for that kind of ego. What I will say though is that I get a lot of unsolicited messages and a lot of unsolicited DMs, PMs, a lot of unsolicited shilling. And I get a lot of people who are like, hey, you should really go interview this project. And it's like, little do you know, I actually rub elbows with consultants for that project. And I happen to know that you do not work with them, and that you're not just a community member. I happen to know that you're just shilling. You're just trying to collect on a bounty by getting me to go to review this project, or getting me to say this project's name out loud on a live stream. How sad is that, guys? How sad is that I have to think that many steps ahead in this chess game of just going live and talking about the market, that I can't even talk openly about some projects because people are shilling so hard. I don't like being in this position. Guys, for the community's sake, I don't like being in this position. Don't make me shut you down. Don't make me be that guy. I'm not trying to be a rock star. I'm not trying to let ego take over. It's really hard. It's really hard to make things work. And Q mining, hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, just so you know. You got to know, like, without making it personal, you're not the only person who's reached out to me privately about projects. So, and while I know you and I trust you, Q mining, I know you and I trust you. You know, all these other jokers, I'm not so sure about. Just saying, there's a lot of that, right? Patrick, oh no, I fell for it again. So yeah, guys, if you know me on Discord and you want to like reach out like a human being, by all means, let's just chat like a human being. Don't send me the Discord server link and be like, hey, sorry to interrupt you, and use the copy pasta that every other virtual assistant from Southeast Asia does. I'm sorry, guys, I've had to hire these people. I am a consultant. I've had to set up programs like this for companies. I know exactly when somebody doesn't speak English, for example, and they're using copy pasta to try to communicate, just to like drive till they get a yes. And I know exactly when somebody is going in for a soft close, because I've trained Fortune 500 sales organizations. In fact, I've trained Fortune 50 sales organizations. So let me just so sermon is going to be over in a moment, guys. What you need to know is that I'm always 2 steps ahead of you when you're trying to get me to shill for you. I'm always 2 steps ahead. Please don't pretend like that's going to just work. If you want to reach out like a real human being, look, I do this for the community. I really do. And if there's real value that you're offering, I do it for the community. So we'll chat. We'll be able to talk. A lot of people have reached out to me and had me respond. But when you come at me like some kind of mindless drone who's clearly after a bounty and is trying to use me, just know, yeah, I'm a good-natured person, but everyone has their limits. So, yeah, that's how you get auto-blocked, or how you get shut down publicly, or how you get, how you get embarrassed. So, sorry to make that, flip that around, guys. Again, you guys know I'm a dad. I will turn this live stream right around. So, that's just how we do. That's how we do. That's part of what makes our community great, though, guys. We bring our best to each other. So I appreciate that about the community. Thank you for making the community great. Guys, our community and what you're doing for each other is so much greater than what I could do. So I really appreciate that. You being on Discord, helping each other out, talking about BIOS mods, talking about projects that legitimately may have some merit, discussing the potential merits of projects instead of just saying like, oh yeah, it's so cool, gonna be the next best thing, you gotta check it out, auto shill all day. So it's one of those things where like, you guys are making this pretty amazing. You're making the community pretty amazing. You're making it awesome. What I'm doing is, it's a drop in the bucket by comparison, realistically. It really is. So thank you. Guys, I've got to head over to the office because because I've got a couple of projects that I got to finish up. I may be able to go live on Twitch a little bit later on today. Thank you for being supportive over there, by the way, guys. What we did as a community was amazing. The Mind Your Biz channel on Twitch, already eligible for affiliate status. So thank you. That is quite a milestone, I'm told, and I didn't even know. I didn't even have a full appreciation for it until we got there. So thank you, guys. It means a lot. With shop.mineyour.biz, Baby Bones, the case is a really great item that we're doing this week. P104, we still have some of, and Christy reached out to our community and mentioned it's been publicly available on her GitHub profile, guys, for forever. That repo has been an open repo for months, but the name of the tool is called Ogata Dump, and it is for NVIDIA cards to be able to pull BIOS and info from NVIDIA cards and then flash that BIOS back to NVIDIA cards. However, the issue with most off-the-shelf NVIDIA cards is that you need to have the driver signed. You need to have it properly signed. With mining edition cards, nope, they don't need to be signed. So that tool is specifically for mining edition cards. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you can put two and two together. Guys, you're the reason I make these videos. You've been so excellent to each other. You've been so excellent to me. You have my gratitude. Always, you have my gratitude for being so great to each other, being so great and supportive of the channel. And yeah, you know I love your face. I will see you very soon.